Welcome back to Coinverse Hub. Let me ask you something important. Have you ever picked up a penny, looked at the date for 1 second, and then spent it without thinking? If yes, then this video might change the way you look at pennies forever. Because today we are talking about the 1979 Lincoln penny, a coin most people think is completely ordinary. But collectors know there's more to the story right now. There are millions of 1979 pennies still in circulation. They pass through hands every single day. And that's exactly why some valuable examples are still hiding in plain sight. Here's the shocking part. Some 1979 Lincoln pennies are worth much more than 1 cent, not because of age, but because of small details almost everyone misses. In this video, I'm going to show you what to look for. I'll explain why collectors still search for this penny, how mint errors happen during this high production year, and how condition alone can turn an ordinary coin into something special. So before you spend another penny, pause for just a moment. If you have a 1979 Lincoln penny in your pocket, wallet, or coin jar, you need to look at it closely. Because one tiny detail, just one, can completely change its value. And stay with me till the end of this video, because I'll also show you how to check your penny at home, what mistakes to avoid, and where people sell valuable pennies today. If you love discovering hidden value in everyday coins, make sure you're subscribed to Coinverse Hub. We explore coins that most people ignore and turn them into stories worth watching. Now, let's take a closer look at the 1979 Lincoln penny.
Today we are talking about something very small, very common, and very powerful at the same time. The Lincoln penny. A coin that almost everyone has touched, spent, or ignored, without realizing how much value it can actually hold. Most people believe a penny is just 1 cent. Something you drop on the ground and don't bother picking up. But collectors see pennies very differently. To them, a Lincoln penny is history, metal, condition, and sometimes serious money. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, and since then, billions have been produced. Because there are so many, people assume none of them are valuable. That assumption is exactly why valuable pennies still exist today. The value of a Lincoln penny depends on a few very important things. The year, the mint mark, the condition, the metal, and most importantly, errors. Even a modern-looking penny can surprise you if one small detail is different. Let's start with condition, because this is where most value begins. A penny that has been heavily circulated will show wear on Lincoln's face, hair, and coat. The details look smooth, flat, and faded. These coins are usually worth face value or just a little more, but a penny that did not circulate much tells a different story. The details are sharp. Lincoln's cheek and jawline are clear. The letters "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" are strong. The surface still shines when light moves across it. These pennies are always worth more. Color also plays a big role. Copper pennies change color over time. Brown pennies are the most common. Red-brown pennies are more desirable. Bright red pennies are the most valuable, especially if they are uncirculated. Two pennies from the same year can have completely different values just because of color. Now let's talk about years. Some Lincoln pennies are famous for their value. Others are valuable only in certain conditions. And some become valuable because of mistakes made during minting. Early wheat pennies are popular because of age in history. Pennies from the 1910s, 1920s, and 1930s often carry premium value, especially in good condition. But even later pennies can be valuable if they have something special. Mint marks matter a lot. A small letter under the date tells you where the coin was made. No mint mark means Philadelphia. D means Denver. S means San Francisco. Sometimes one mint produced far fewer coins than others, making those pennies harder to find. Errors are where the real excitement begins. Errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process. Some pennies have doubled letters, known as double dies. Some are struck off-center. Some have cracks running through the design. Others may be missing metal or struck on the wrong planchet. A penny with a clear error can be worth many times more than a normal one. Even modern pennies can sell for strong prices if the error is obvious and original. One of the most important things to remember is never clean a penny. Cleaning destroys the original surface. Collectors can spot cleaned coins immediately, and value drops fast. A dirty original penny is always better than a shiny cleaned one. Another factor is metal content. Older Lincoln pennies were made mostly of copper. After 1908, the composition changed. Many collectors prefer the older copper pennies, which adds to their demand. Now let's talk about realistic expectations. Not every Lincoln penny will make you rich. Many are still worth 1 cent. But the possibility that one penny could be worth more is what makes collecting exciting. People have found valuable pennies in pocket change, old jars, inherited collections, and bank rolls. The key is knowing what to look for and taking your time. If you think you have a valuable Lincoln penny, don't rush to sell it. First, examine it carefully. Compare it with pictures from reliable sources. If it looks special, consider professional grading. A graded coin is easier to sell and often worth more. Selling can be done through coin shops, online marketplaces, auctions, or collectors groups. Always research before selling so you don't accept less than fair value. The Lincoln penny teaches us an important lesson. Value is not always obvious. Something small and common can become meaningful when you understand it. That's why we explore these coins here on Coinverse Hub. We don't chase fake hype. We focus on real value, real history, and real knowledge. So next time you see a penny on the ground, don't ignore it. Pick it up. Look at the date. Look at the details. Because sometimes, value hides in the smallest places. If you enjoy learning about hidden value in everyday coins, make sure to subscribe to Coinverse Hub. More deep, honest, and interesting coin stories are coming very soon.